We're going to practice finding the midpoint. Now, I'm going to take my pointer because sometimes finding the midpoint is all about just using the number line. What number is halfway between 10 and 0? 5. So that's pretty simple. You can go ahead and write 5. When I look at 0 and 1, I have to go into the decimal place value, okay? So, Isamar, do you have an idea? Okay, you know it, she knows it's a 5. That's good, isn't it? It's going to be 5 what? 5 tenths. A lot of times, when I read a number, I will say like, if 32.5 is the number, I'll call it 32 and a half. Because it's easier for me to understand a half than 5 tenths. But I want to show you something. How do I write 5 tenths as a fraction?
5 and 10.
Right. Is 5 half of 10?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where we get half, I guess. I don't know. So what about here? This is very complicated. I've got 0 and 100. So that's just a tiny little piece of a number. What if I add a 0 to the thousandths place? Now I'm thinking of this. Halfway between 0 and 10 thousandths. Zadie, what do you think it is? How many of you think it's a 5? Okay. 5 what? What's my place value now that I added a 0? Thousandths. Okay, write that down. Halfway between 10 and 20. Pulling a stick. Cooper.
15.
Okay, don't say it if I don't pull your stick. Now I have to edit that out. Halfway between 1 and 2. Jacob, what do you think it is?
Between 1 and 2? 1.5.
1.5. And I sometimes call this 1.5. But it's 1 and 5 tenths, isn't it? Okay? Alexis, what's halfway between 2 and 3?
2.5.
Okay? Kind of get the idea here? We are doing the first column together, so just keep writing. Miguel, halfway between 3 and 4. 3 and 5 tenths. Oh, I like the way he said that. Very good. You could say 3.5 too if you want. Brandon, halfway between 7 and 8.
7.5.
Okay, very good. And the next one? Hemina, halfway between 1 and 2. 1 and 5 tenths. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. Guess what? We've got a trick for the rest of them. Okay, I like tricks, don't you?
Yes.
So let's take a look at, I've got 1 tenth and 2 tenths. Now here's what I can do. Are you watching? Put your pencils down because I want to make sure you're watching. I can rewrite 1 tenth and put a 5 on the end of it. That's it. That's a trick. So let's do it here. I'm going to rewrite 2 tenths, put a 5 on it. Are you writing?
Yep.
Okay. So here I'll rewrite 3 tenths, 0.3. What will I put on the end? 5. Okay. Does anybody want to know if that makes sense, or are you just going to trust me? Oh, I think we better check to see if it makes sense. So here's what I want you to do. Change that to 30 hundredths and 40 hundredths. What's halfway between 30 hundredths and 40 hundredths? 35 hundredths. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so the trick works. I'm going to pull sticks. You tell me what to write. Ruby, what do I write here?
0.
And put a 5 on it. You don't need another decimal. Just put a 5 on it, okay? Lauren, what do I write here? Okay, 0.15 or 15 hundredths. You can just tell me what to write. Okay, so I'm on number 15. Sit, Lolly. So I'm going to write this first number down. Just copy it. Everybody copy it. What do I put on the end, Sit, Lolly? A 5. Now, someone in block 1, he was just sitting there just thinking and thinking and thinking, and I finally went, I think you need to stop thinking about this and just copy that first number and put a 5 after it. So don't think about it too much, okay? Miranda? She's gone, isn't she? How about Cesar? What do I need to write on 16?
0.15 thousand.
Okay, right here.
Oh wait.
0.02, because I copied the first number. What do I put on the end?
5.
Okay. Try this next one for me, Cesar. What do I need to write? Copy this one. 0.03.
0.035.
Good. Okay. You don't have to try and say it. Diame, what do I write here on 18?
0.075.
Very good. Not much thinking required, is there? Okay, the next one, you're going to have to think a little bit. Hudson, what's halfway between 6 and 7?
6.5.
6.5, or 6 and 5/10, or 6 and a half, right? Isaac, what's halfway between 16 and 17?
16.5.
Very good. And halfway, Diego, halfway between 38 and 39.
48.5.
Good. Now, did you notice we are writing 38 and putting a 5 on the end? But we can't forget the decimal. So when they're whole numbers, putting the 5 on the end trick works, but you still have to add a decimal at times. JJ, what do I write on the last one?
0.45.
Very good. Whoops. Okay, so here's what I want to do. Let's look at a couple on the next column, and then I'm going to time you for column 2. Look at number 28. Jaden, what's halfway between 80 and 90?
98. 8.55.
No, let's think about the number line. If I'm on 80 and 90, what's halfway between those two? We don't need a decimal. 85. Okay, so on 29, Isamar, what's halfway between 90 and 100?
95.
So I'm putting a 5 on the end, but I'm replacing the 0 on some of those whole numbers.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Okay, so right now I'm going to time you. And I'm going to set it for 3 minutes. That's longer than you'll probably need. Okay? I'm also going to pause the recording during the 3 minutes. That way the recording won't be so long. Okay, let's say, I'm going to say the answers for the second column of side A. Put a dot if you get it right. If you need to correct, please wait until the end. Okay, 8.55, 2.85, 0.035, 0.135, 0.375, 85, 95, 8.5, 9.5, 0.85, 0.95, 0.085, 0.095, 26.5, 7.85, 1.265, 29.5, 9.95, 7.95, 1.595, 1.795, 3.995. So here are the answers for Sprint Side B. 15, 1.5, 0.15, 0.015, 5, 0.5, 1.5, 2.5, 6.5, 1.5, 0.15, 0.25, 0.35, 0.65, 0.15, 0.015, 0.025, 0.035, 0.065, 7.5, 17.5, 47.5. Okay, number 23. 0.75, 4.75, 2.35, 0.025, 0.125, 0.475, 85, 95, 8.5, 9.5, 0.85, 0.95, 0.085, 0.095, 36.5, 6.85, 1.465, 39.5, 9.95, 6.95, 1.295, 6.995.